up, though, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Easy, and I'm joined by my man Luke G and Jim Bordeaux. What up, though, fellas?
Hey, what up, though?
We are live for another episode of the DSA Roundtable. We got the shit cracking last time on Real Detroit Lions fans page. Is he joined tonight?
I don't know. I know he work be getting in the way, so I don't know.
Shit, I know.
We're gonna cross our fingers and see what happens.
Well, shit, man. I'm glad to be back live from my basement, my dirty ass little podcast room. So we got the camera off for a reason. How you guys been? Jim, how you been, man? I ain't talked to you in a minute.
No, I know. I've been good. I've been like grinding in the mornings though. See, I get up at like 2 or 3 in the morning and do our stuff at 6.
That's because people don't know that Jim is Batman at night. He's out here doing all kind of BS and saving
I
the
wish,
world.
man. I'm too old to be Batman.
Okay, well, damn. Okay, well,
Batman was pretty old though.
I was gonna say, wasn't he even more of a badass at the end? He was like old and a badass. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's
That's
putting
it.
out there.
That's what I'm doing. So I'm
What's going on, people?
Low key.
What's going on, people in the chat? We in here talking some Lions football. I'm feeling real good today. If y'all can't tell, and no, I have not been drinking or smoking. I'm just high off life. Okay, that's all it is.
Thanks for clearing that up for us.
Had to put that disclaimer out there. Didn't want none of the beef. Didn't want none of the beef.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see Luke was getting. You said life. I'm gonna say hopium earlier today. Talking about the defensive line.
Dude, it's just that front seven. Just the way your brain starts to work when you realize what the possibilities are. It's hard not to get excited.
It is.
Nah, I feel you. Jim, last episode we were on the table. Dose Dion joined us and we did our records, our record predictions, our way too early record predictions.
Yep. Do
you mind entertaining us with yours?
Oh, sure, no problem at all. 5-12.
Okay.
Wait. Go back again. Say that again.
Hold
on, Jim. I got to turn my volume up.
Very simple.
I'm hard of hearing, Jim. Hold on. Wait, and get my volume up, and it's right there. All right, my volume is up now, Jim. Say that one more time for the people in the back. I'm sorry. 5-12.
I've given them 5 games that they weren't favored in.
You know what? I love that prediction. I do.
Because I would have gave them 7, but I always take 2 away for the refs. So you know how I do.
Right. You know, little.
That's actually a great point.
Little rough math. Little bit of rough math. Somebody get Jim a pillow. He's not himself when he's tired.
I'm good, man. I'm
5-12. How in the hell do we finish with the same record that we had with a bum coaching staff, and we got a better coaching staff, and we finished with the same record?
Well, I'll tell you, because change can be good and change can be bad. Let me explain this. We have a new head coach, which means we have a new offensive coordinator. We have a new offensive scheme. We have a new defensive coordinator. We have a new defensive scheme. We have a big turnover in this lineup, and it's going to take a while for them to gel. Plus, if you look at the schedule, it doesn't favor us all that much. So I'm just looking at it like I see it. I saw 7 wins on that schedule. I take 2 away for the rest. I'm at 5-12.
Easy, blow the whistle. We need Val in here. Val need to slap some sense into Jim. Jim is tripping today, and we need to get squared away. Easy, where's Michael when you need? I need Michael to talk to Jim. What the hell is going on? Okay, no way. The whole idea of it takes time to gel is a bunch of baloney.
Really?
Bro, listen.
Ask Matthew Stafford after every single year he had a first-year coordinator.
Wait a minute.
What did he say? Every year he said, Stafford. "Oh, wait. No. He said every year it was like, wow, we got 1 year in this scheme, and you know what? We're going to be better next year." Every time.
That's him making excuses.
Yeah, but I could have swore that Stafford is in LA.
Yep.
Okay.
And we have Jared Goff, who's ranked 26th in the league.
According to Pro Football Focus, nobody is buying in that BS. No.
Okay.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is
I'm just putting it out there because people want to. That's just me. I'm just telling you what I think.
Well, listen, I respect your view. I still think that is fine. I just don't see how we finish with the same record with better coaches. The idea that everything is new, it takes time to gel and blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. I'm not buying that because I watched a team go from 4-12 to 11-5. I watched another team who was 9-7.
What was the name of those teams? Was that the Detroit Lions?
Hold on. I saw a team that was a Detroit Lions that went from 7-9 to 11-5 with a new system.
We'll see. Like
Who
I
was
said,
that?
we'll
San Fran?
see.
That was Detroit. Detroit, they went from Jim Schwartz, who went 7-9, to Jim Caldwell, who went 11-5. This whole idea that it takes this drastic change for no, you have competent people. Change happens. I mean, I watched New England go from 5-11 to a Super Bowl. What the hell? It's doable. I'm just not in the book of, and the schedule not favoring us. The schedule actually favors us more than I thought. I'm actually surprised.
Really? At Seattle is going to be an easy win, I suppose.
Seattle, you really gonna go to January 2nd?
Yeah,
we going all the way to January.
That's a game I don't think we're going to win.
Yeah,
and
but
it's only one of the games I can see because my.
But what about the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? The first 8 games.
No, I had us going. If I remember right, I think I had us going 1-5.
Oh, Luke about to have a heart attack.
He's gonna have a heart attack.
You know, Luke. Oh no!
I think he fell out, man.
First of all,
you done just disappeared out the street.
Wait, listen, I said the first 8 games. He said I had us going 1-5. The math don't. That's how I know you tired, Jim.
No. That ain't tired. That I was just kind of thinking back because we did a show just a little while ago about that, and we had the first 5 games, and so I was just trying to remember what was
the one win out of the first 5, out of the first 6?
I'm trying to remember because I got to get the schedule up.
I got you.
49ers, Packers.
Yeah. Lose to the Packers
Ravens
on Monday night. Lose to the Ravens.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Bears,
Packers, Ravens, Bears, Minnesota. He said that he has 5-1 or 1-5.
1-5.
Yeah.
Who's that one?
Bears.
The Bears.
We lose to the Bengals. Man, stop playing with me.
No.
See, I don't have the schedule up with, man.
The Bengals are right outside 5, Luke. It's okay.
Are they?
Oh shit! No! Oh, you guys losing to the Bengals?
I didn't have that. No, I didn't have that.
Okay.
Something like that.
I was like, wait. Yeah, I was like, wait. Oh, 5. 1-5. That's one more. Okay, the Bengals. What the? No, I'm playing. All right. Well, look, it's okay, Jim. You're entitled to your opinion. Okay. I'll tell you what. I actually had us only winning 6 games until I was hanging around Luke. And those Dion's Hopi and dealing asses.
Don't blame me.
Jim, we weren't even halfway through the schedule.
Reality easy.
Hey, yeah, hit me up. He's like, all right, yep, we're both 7-4. I was like, wait, what?
No, but the second part of the schedule, I had us doing pretty well. You know, so I mean, it ended up I ended up at 7 wins, is what I ended up at.
Bulgarius, this is a good comment. I understand it's like 2 different coaching staffs and rosters and everything, but it's a fun one to look at. Makes me feel good. You know, Goff went 11-5 on McVay's first season, though.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. There's a lot of teams who've done it, did this full turnaround, and it wasn't no grand, slow grind, slow burn. If you have the right people in place, you have the right coaching staff in place, and you have the right situation, I think that you can find yourself in a better position. So for me, you know, I'm not gonna kill him. It's just that once they get to 6 wins, he's gonna have to go, okay. All right, they did better than I did. So if they go to 6 wins, they have exceeded your expectations. So we got to still praise them at that point. But
yeah,
I don't see how a team who is more happy about coming to work than they were last season, a team that is out the shadow of really poor coaching and scheme, I don't see how they can be worse. I maybe without me even having the hopium, I just don't see how you can get Patricia.
Do you see him beating Green Bay on Monday night?
I do.
And I don't know why.
Well, I'll tell you why. The first reason why is this. You know that, for example, that the 49ers game, they're not going to have any film on the Lions. So that's going to be hard for the 49ers to prepare. They're traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast. That is true. So that's going to be a little bit of a stress on that team.
I still think they have a better defense but we'll see how that offensive line is gelling.
But that line that we got now can, and then you figure you got TJ staying in and help with some blocks, and you got us running the ball more. I'm just putting it out there.
And it also depends on how many people get injured in preseason, like usual.
I ain't worried about that part of it because they
I would
changed
be.
they changed the process of how many people you can have going into it now. So that's cool. And it's only three preseason games. So they really are going to be doing tryouts game 1 and 3. And then game 2 is the dress rehearsal, which our game 2 of the preseason is against the Buffalo Bills. So ain't no way in hell they doing anything special, trying to prove anything there. Now you get to that Monday night game because obviously we coming off Sunday, and so now we don't got to play until Monday. And yes, we do got to travel to Green Bay, which is perfectly fine. But if I'm going to play Green Bay in Green Bay, I would much rather it be in September than way down the road where we play them at the last game of the year in January.
Well, if you think Seattle's got a 12th man, you go to Green Bay once.
But
Have you been to Green Bay?
Me?
Who?
Either of you? I've never been.
No, I have not.
No, I've been to Wisconsin.
Yeah, me too.
But I ain't never been to Green Bay. And I'm just saying, Wisconsin in September, I'm just saying it's a much funner place to play than if we were having to be outside in January. Like
I totally agree.
Honestly, I feel like our chances may be better in the cold. Just the way our team and our offense is built. It's built for that type of shit.
Man, listen,
we passing the ball.
That extra day of us being off and getting rest is going to help a whole lot. Plus, if it's one thing I know about Aaron Rodgers, if he's upset about something, the bitch in him is going to come out and he's going to do some type of sucker stuff like he did with throwing the ball away, changing plays on a regular basis on the new head coach. And so
he could come out with that chip on his shoulder he had last year and totally obliterate everybody.
He ain't had no chip on his shoulder last year. He came out. Did I
forget something, or did they win the division last year?
I think
they win the division every year.
No, it might be. I'm just saying he won MVP.
Maybe.
They win the division all the time because a lot of the times, especially last year, most of the people from the Vikings sat out, and then you had injuries up the wazoo on that end. The Bears, I mean, they are who we thought they were.
The Bears are the Bears. Yeah, who we thought they were. Don't like that one.
Like I'm just saying, they went and got foes. I'm just telling you that when I look at, you know what? I ain't got to tell you nothing. The Lions will have to tell you and show you and prove it. And when it happens, because the Lions end up going 2-0, I'm gonna come back and be like 1-5.
You can, because that's not gonna happen.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying, Jim. It's too early for this stuff, Jim.
All right, let's get into it. I got a couple things on the docket, or on the whatever the fuck you want to call it. Let me pull up the list real quick too. And I'm at home, so I got me a little drink going on.
That's all right.
But we all right. Big thing that blew me away today. Actually, I think I saw it last night. I don't know how I felt about it. I'm sure you guys seen the Pro Football Talk article that came out about the Lions offered another gentleman, another head coach at Iowa State College, an 8-year, $68.5 million deal to be the head coach and have full control of the Detroit Lions roster. Jim, what did you make of that? Because
I'm not even sure it's real. That's the first thing we got to find out if this report is actually real or not. I just don't see someone offering somebody 8 years at that much money and a college coach. I don't know if it happened or it didn't. That's just the way I feel about it. I'm not sure it actually happened, but if it did happen, I still think they got the right Campbell. So I'm good with it.
I'm going to agree with that too. Luke, what was your reaction to that?
It was 100% bullshit. I was pissed off and I was angry. And I was angry because when you read the article, the first thing that he said in the article was, I have not yet to confirm this. Why write the article?
Exactly.
And the first thing that I pointed out when I did a live on it, and the first thing that I pointed out was everybody's going to talk about this. I told people, I said, go to every one of your favorite YouTubers. I said, everybody's going to talk about this. And I said, nobody's going to mention the fact of those 4 words. I have yet to confirm it. And if you ain't confirmed nothing, what are you talking about? Why write it? Why even bring it up? It's what, 4 months after the fact, and you bring it up at the training camp for what? You want to talk about, even if it was true, who cares? He turned it down. We got the coach that I believe in. Who cares? Now, if they had did it, I'd have been pissed. Like, you mean to give him 8 years in full control? Nope. I would have checked out. I would have been called Luke G. It wouldn't even been no field review because I couldn't talk about this team. I'd have just been Luke G because I'd have been pissed. But the reality is if you read the statement carefully, it says that I have not confirmed it.
Yeah, right here.
And so once
in off season, Campbell turned down an 8-year, $68.5 million offer from the Lions. Apparently, with full control. I haven't confirmed that to stay at okay. Whew. Look, Luke, I'm glad you brought that up because it concerned me. It definitely concerned me because I don't. 8 years, whatever. Like it looks funky seeing it like right there in front of your face, right? But like in truthfulness, like we can't guarantee those 8 years. Like if you sign him to a fucking 20-year contract, we can't guarantee he's gonna work the entire thing through. So I don't care too much about that. I consider that maybe the Lions spreading money and spending it more, I guess, frivolously or being smarter about it. With you know how they do the players' contracts, they put the big checks at the back end of it. We're likely to be cut and stuff like that. But I am so damn happy that you brought that up. That it wasn't confirmed because like
that was the first thing
I was freaking
that
out.
jumped out to me, bro. I read the article and I was like, wait a minute. I stopped instantly once I saw that and I went, why in the hell are we talking about this? I said this, I made it clear. If you didn't have time to shoot an email, to pick up a damn phone, to send a text message, to tweet it, to send an IG DM, to write a note on a piece of paper, fly it over after you turned it into an airplane. You didn't have time to put a message in a bottle. You didn't have time to tie a fucking letter to a bird's ankle. Why in the hell are you writing this? That's just lazy journalism. That's the equivalent to me sitting there basically saying that breaking news, Speak Easy has decided to end his YouTube channel. I have not confirmed it yet. What the hell does that mean?
That's a great point.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
I forgot to introduce my man Kurt Steele. I snuck him in there.
Get Kurt up in the building.
What up, though? Welcome.
What up,
man?
though?
I'm glad to be here, man. That's just the troubling. That's lazy journalism. Kind of reminds me of what Adam Schefter did with that Aaron Rodgers thing. I mean, like you're just getting, it's just clickbait, and you get stuff like that, and you get people all in an uproar. You just want people to notice, what you're doing, and if it doesn't have any validity behind it, you're putting yourself in a bad predicament because people aren't going to trust you as a source. They're not going to want to read whatever you write because you're just kind of shooting from the hip. We know that the Lions were, talking to Matt Campbell, but, does it make a difference? We got Dan Campbell. I think Dan Campbell's the right guy for the job. I just think that the whole thing is just to stir up some controversy and get some clicks. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't even think it was that. I don't even think it was that, Kurt. You know what it was for me? And it was so obvious. It was about being first. It was about being first. Try being first. Try being first when you're in the bedroom with your woman. Okay, see how that gets you. It's about being first. It was not worth the ink, the keystrokes that you took, the brain cell that it took for you to do that, for you to slip sneakingly in there. I have not confirmed it.
Yeah, because it's kind of like
you wanted to be first.
Reading the fine print right there. That's understand. That's like if you get a free cheeseburger. Oh, you got to buy one first. Yeah, it's in the fine print. You know what I'm saying? So what that does is it just shoots that person's credibility to hell. You just look at that and be like, come on, man, you just can't just go out there making it up as you go. I mean, we know the Lions interviewed a bunch of people for this job, and we know that Matt Campbell's the guy they had the eye on. But I think you look at where the organization is right now, and they've made the right decision on who they decided to hire. And I don't think it's any type of sweat off of Dan Campbell's back, because he don't care. You know what I'm saying? He got the job, so I mean, but why stir the pot when it doesn't need to be stirred?
Yeah, I think overall it boiled down to just a bunch of people trying to be first to break some story. And what made me more upset was how it took off like a wildfire. It was on every channel.
It did.
It was on every youth, but nobody noticed those 4 damn words. And I'm like, yo, did y'all read this? Or did y'all just catch the headline?
Freaking out.
Yeah.
It was because we covered it today, but we all came up with the same really thing that it didn't matter if they offered him a contract or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he wouldn't have gotten the same, uh, he wouldn't have got the same cachet of coaches that Dan Campbell got. I mean, we just look at the quote that Mark Brunell said. I mean, like, they asked him why did he come to Detroit. He said, "Easy, Dan Campbell." And I think they're in a lot better position now with Dan Campbell than they would have been with Matt Campbell, because Matt Campbell would have brought all his college buddies with him, and it would have been a whole bunch of college coaches on the NFL level. He probably would have got some guys in, but you think he would have got the same staff that Dan Campbell has? It wouldn't even be close
No.
to what Dan Campbell has been able to build with the staff he has right now. And looking at some of the photos today, you got some veterans in the building today, working out, and I'm just happy in the direction where the team's going. A lot of veterans right now aren't reporting to these voluntary workouts because of some of the stuff that players like Tom Brady and other individuals have said. But you had a lot of Lions in the building today doing the off-season workout. So I'm happy to see that as well.
Yeah, I want to, because this is another thing too. Is like that guy doesn't get the same respect from the players themselves. Like because the Lions are already an organization you question. Say you brought in this dude. Like, I don't think we're signing Jamal Williams or he's just swagging out. Like I don't know, man. It's just that a lot about that bothered me. But I'm so thankful that like thank you, Luke, for pointing that out to me and every other Lions fan on this goddamn stream.
Yeah, for
Cannot
real,
be confirmed.
Luke, because that's a key thing. I'm just coming into the conversation. I was listening and I decided to jump in, but just to write that and just say he had not confirmed that, that's just crazy, man.
Right, and yet, it was the biggest story. If you just Google Detroit Lions, it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It is, because Jim, we talked about it this morning.
Yep, sure did.
Do you think Dan Campbell feels the type of way?
No,
man, hell no.
No, hell, he ain't worried about them. Dan Campbell up here having fun, bro. He having fun. He
really is.
Listen, if you think about life, right? If you just think about life, right? Just in life, every one of us has had a job or got a job, right? And so when you got your job, that means somebody else didn't get your job or your position. When have you ever went and cried about the person that you beat out? I'll wait.
Never.
You just don't.
Never.
You don't care. You don't. You got the job. It's yours to lose. It's yours to show that you deserve to be here. And once you do it, everything else is a cakewalk. It's just for him. His thing is if they did consider somebody else, I need to make sure that I show them that they first consideration was wrong. Thank God I'm here. And that should be his mindset. That's what I believe his mindset is. So no, like I said, I told people, I said, mark my words, the story was going to blow up. I said, and then when it blow up, because it happened like maybe 30-something minutes before I went on yesterday. And I wasn't even fully all the way through reading. I was like, wait a minute, what? You ain't confirmed it. What? Why are you talking about it then? And it's so emphatic, though. The headline is so emphatic. It did its job. It got my ass to click.
That TMZ factor right there. That's that TMZ.
Yeah.
We got to
want it first.
Yeah, it's an outlandish claim too, because like the fact, like 8 years, bro. Like Bill Belichick never got offered an 8-year deal. Come on, like, bro.
8 years, $68.5 million, full control.
Mm-hmm.
Full control to a college coach from Iowa State, not Syracuse, not LSU, not the University of Michigan, who's got coaching experience, not Alabama, Iowa State.
If you look at that, that's a college coach's contract. I mean, think about that. That's what a college coach would get out of university. And I'm like, but my thing is, why would he leave? Like Iowa State and gave Matt Campbell everything. He's got the keys to the castle at Iowa State. So, I mean, why would he? He's got full control there. There's no way the Lions would give him full control of everything. That's just, like you said, that's just lazy journalism right there. You can't confirm any of this stuff that you wrote about. So how could you even put that out there in the atmosphere? You put that mojo out there in the universe, and it's coming back to slap you in the face because people are like, now it's like, people know it's not founded. That's just shoots, like I said, it shoots your credibility down very much.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, for real.
All right, then we'll move on from that one because look, I don't even remember his name. I don't even care to remember it. I ain't gonna bring it up. Today,
we know it ain't Moron. I would say, you had me dying laughing earlier. You were like, what's his damn name? Something Moron. I was like,
it was kind of close though. I really was. I thought that was it. For real. Like
I was like,
Monsoon or some shit.
I'm like, he called him a moron. Like, where the hell did that come from?
I felt mad disrespectful. I really just didn't remember the dude's name, but I remember he was stupid as fuck.
You got that right.
All right, something else came out, and I honestly didn't feel necessarily concerned with this piece of news. And I'll try to pull up on the screen real quick too. Offensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions, Anthony Lynn, sat down with some guys from theathletic.com, and during some film study, he called our guy Jamal Williams a type A back. I didn't see anything in there necessarily referring to Swift as a type B. I only read it once, like real quickly before I was working, but I wasn't necessarily disappointed. I see some upside in Jamal Williams, especially coupled with his offensive line. I'll start with you, Luke. Any concern in that and see like what did because you brought something up out of the article that I didn't see. Let's see if my ADD asked me something else, Luke. What'd you make of that article with Jamal Williams be a type A back?
Well, I mean, they basically the people who wrote that article came back and apologized. Thanks to the chat who basically let me know that he did a tweet saying that they kind of bumbled the words a little bit because the original article said that he was saying that Jamal Williams was running back 1. And I'm like, what?
That's what I thought. I thought the same thing.
It said that he was running back 1. Well, they end up tweeting and saying that no, they were just saying that he was describing the types of backs. He got A backs, is usually his power backs, his guys who can block, his guys who can run between the tackles and still has enough ability to run outside. Then he got his B backs. Those are the guys who are really good in space, who can. I
got them right here if you want, or if you can read them off the here, or I can read them too. This is Jamal. Jamal is what I'd call a classic A back, Lynn said. I like to break the backs down into A and B. My A backs are normally my bigger backs. They can run between the tackles, block probably a little better than a B back. They also can run the perimeter. I can leave those guys in there for all 3 downs. My B back comes in. He's a guy that sometimes I want to use in space more. He's my speed and space guy. I feel like Jamal would be an outstanding A back. I like his energy. I like his pad level and the way he runs the football between the tackles.
Listen, the biggest thing that I took away from this whole entire article, if you go back up for me, Easy, you'll see where they even still haven't retracted that first part. Go back up to the top. And they had the audacity to hyperlink it, I think, and made it bold. There he is. Williams will be the team's top tailback. See, this is the BS. They came back on Twitter and corrected it, but you didn't correct it there. And so on Twitter, he was saying that, no, they wasn't saying that he was going to be the top back or the number 1. They was just saying that how he viewed the 2 running backs as a whole. And so to me, the thing that I found to be more disgusting was how much he was gushing over Williams. So
why you don't like him?
It's not like that. Williams. It's not that, but it's like, I mean, the way he was talking, you thought we got Adrian Peterson in his prime.
We did have Adrian Peterson.
No, in his prime though. See, like they the way he was doing it. I just didn't like more.
But was it a thing where he was asked directly about this running back? It kind of looks like that to me.
I can start from the top. I mean, and going through
they're not giving you the question. It just looks like they're giving you his answer. And I think maybe he just was asked about Jamal Williams. I don't think this was.
It's the article that more implies that than the actual quotes from Anthony Lynn himself.
Right, but that's what I see with it.
Yeah, but if you look at it, right, if you go back up, it says
the headline. The headline. They must have changed it to like because it said looks to be. They put Jamal Williams looks to be the main tailback in the new Lions offense.
And then scroll down just a little bit for me.
Mike Florio is usually pretty good though, but I think this was a misinterpretation.
Yeah, I mean, they said it says posted by him, but not. I don't know what that means. It was written by him.
Well, they said it was. They said it was. But if you look at it, every step of the way,
it says right below the
they
title.
made it seem as if though, from the way I'm looking at it, they made it seem like, oh, this right here, this guy is just leaning towards Jamal Williams, and then they had him gushing over it throughout the whole article, and I'm like, yo, this is weird. But then, like I said, the subscribers brought my spirit to ease because they was like, look, imagine having him come in, and I took different perspectives from it, where I said, okay, this is, is this, but the reality was, yeah, I was a little like shocked, like he's the number one, and the subscribers, shout out to them, came with a bunch of logical explanations to what this means for him, and it made a lot of sense. So overall, even if he viewed him as an A back, a B back, a C back, or whatever else he want to call it, the reality is this. We got two good running backs. They should both get utilized a whole lot. You should sprinkle in a little bit of Jefferson at this point and get her done. The biggest things that I'm more interested in is even though that he's not saying who's number one, the things that he's talking about specifically are all targeted at Williams. Like that, this was like a sausage fest for Williams.
It really did. It was like he got soft hands. He was like,
right.
Damn, man, I know you could run that route.
Like I know you could run that route. He got the intangibles.
The thing that concerns me reading it though is like, not concerns me, but I guess what my takeaway is like there was nothing mentioned about Swift. Like there's no quote at all.
I wish we had the whole context though, because
exactly this is
my
completely
opinion.
out of
I
context.
think he's asked specifically about Jamal Williams, which why would he talk about every other running back but the one you was asked about?
Exactly. He's just saying like the type of running back that he is, rather than like he start him over Swift, because there's nothing mentioned about any other running back in that article.
Right. And that's what leads me to believe he was asked directly about one guy.
What's up with the fucking articles lately, man? Who am I supposed to trust here?
Because they know that the average person just look at the headline.
You trust us, you trust Luke, you trust me, you trust Kurt.
Facts, man. Hey, that's why you come here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We're gonna break it down. We'll run it across everybody. Yeah. A lot of people saying this article's trash.
It is. Listen,
trash.
How often is it that on one day that you can find two articles that's complete trash or that has been misquoted or just lazy journalism? Like if this article was about Patrick Mahomes, you think we having these kind of mistakes? If this article was about Aaron Rodgers, you think we having these kind of mistakes, or the Dallas Cowboys?
Nope.
If this article was about Tom Brady, come on, man.
They had articles about Aaron Rodgers and it was clickbaity. I mean, completely clickbait. They asked him what his sources was. He said, I didn't have any sources. It's just what I've been hearing for the whole, the summer and stuff, or, all this time or whatever. Yeah. And then he was like, I couldn't believe it, because that's Adam Schefter. This is Adam Schefter. We all believe what he writes most of the time. So now what? Writes a whole thing about Aaron Rodgers in right before the draft and says, well, it was going to come out sooner or later. I'm like, really?
It's just funny because you look at it and it shows you what happens when you have people. See, I'm gonna tell you the real problem here. The real problem is most fans don't look at these people and say, are you really watching this much football?
Mm-hmm.
Most of these guys are just fans. They went to school for journalism. They got journalism degrees. They're not watching all these teams. They couldn't tell you who's on the roster without Googling it, right? Because they're not that invested in them. Mm-hmm. Whereas for me, I'm invested in my teams, so I follow them hard. I know what's going on. That's why when Andrew was like, oh, Seattle didn't need a receiver, I'm like, but they did. They did. I know they need an offensive line, but the offensive line that they need needs to happen at tackle. And there was no tackle there. He was like, take the center, make him a guard. We didn't need that. We didn't need that. We needed the tackle. And so when you follow these teams hard like this, you have a different perspective. What they need to do is give these teams dedicated individual channels, because when you got these sports shows with Skip and Shannon, I can tell you what's on their damn sheet before the show start. LeBron James, Tom Brady, Dallas Cowboys, Patrick Mahomes. Boom, show is done for the whole next 3 months. You go to First Take, it's the same thing. There's no variety.
There really ain't.
No, it's no variety. I look at it, I see it, and then I go, Oh, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised that we at this point.
And they
It's
don't
the
know
reality.
nothing about our team usually.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Now that Stafford's going, all they know is Jared
Nah.
Goff, and that's hard. Just saying.
Yeah,
It's true.
That's tough
I see what you're saying.
because they're betting on how far he can fall. That's the biggest thing. He's going to have some down years in Detroit because he doesn't have the same team around him, or he's just this big step down, or what happened in LA that he lost the trust of Sean McVay. It's all negative about Jared Goff in the media right now.
And they do this all the time, bro. That's why a lot of times I compare this team to that 91 team, right? Because like people forget, like a lot of the fans always talk about this mobile quarterback, and I have to remind the fan base like we've tried that already. No, we haven't. Charlie Batch was mobile. Andre Ware was mobile. Rodney Peete was mobile.
Yep.
We've had quite a few mobile quarterbacks. I mean, I can go down. The list still goes on. The problem is not the mobile quarterback. It's the fact that they don't have protection. Anybody can be a quarterback for real. Like Jim can be a quarterback in the NFL with protection. It's not that hard.
No,
Yeah,
probably
you could.
not.
He said,
No, you
no.
could. You could. You could. I'm telling you why. You could because I'm telling you, I've seen worse talented people have success.
No, you haven't.
you say
You go off deep in a little bit.
no,
I feel
listen,
you.
listen.
I
Listen,
hate
but I'm
this.
being
I
honest,
fuck
though.
with PFT, man. I hate to see that from them because like I enjoy them. I enjoy Mike Florio.
Yeah, me too.
And-
He's even a
and
lawyer.
listen,
He's a lawyer. He knows better than this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
was
what the
just
fuck?
finna say that. Like he should know better of all people. But a lot of the times what happens is somebody else write the article in the background. He supposed to proofread it, and then he goes and skim over and goes, sounds great, and they post it. That's what happens.
No, yeah. And I was trying to look because when I looked at the article reference, whatever, it said he posted it. I don't know if is that the same thing as writing it or like just you know what I'm saying. Like,
He ain't write that.
yeah, I don't think he wrote it either. Thank God. I still got respect for you, Mike Florio.
Detroit B
Don't
say
fuck it
Luke
up.
just lost his mind. I ain't lost my mind. I'm making the point that
No, he said you just lost your mind. That's happened long ago.
Yeah.
it's just that, like, let's be honest though. If we just paying attention, to the reality of these articles and people who watch these teams, they're not invested. And when you're not invested, you're not going to get the best quality of a product. You're just not. It's unfortunate. You would think we would, but it's just is what it is.
Plus, there is a national media bias against us. I totally believe that.
No, 1,000% there is, man. That the whole PFF rankings that came out recently.
Yeah,
like
all
that's
trash the Lions, pretty much.
Bro, how? I actually think I had this on the list. And I don't know if you guys want to talk on that last article more, but and we talked about it earlier in the week too, Luke. The DeAndre Swift missing from the top 32 backs of the league.
Yeah,
this is
that's
fantasy
crazy.
backs. This is running backs. Like that shit blows my mind.
See, it don't blow my mind no more because I never respected Pro Football Focus. Hell, TJ Lane went to the Pro Bowl and they rated him, and he was like, "They're full of trash." Like I have literally shown in real time many times before where NFL people have said PFF is nobody important. They cannot be off. They do the dumbest stuff. Like I said, I try to keep it objective and focus on things that I can tell you, okay, this happens. This is where we are at, right? Like, for example, if I freaking go outside without an umbrella and it's raining, I can't sit there and go, you know what? Luke taking 4 or 5 points off his damn total intelligence score because he was outside and didn't realize it was finna rain. Nobody cares that's how it's worked. That's what they do at Pro Football Focus. Oh, if that guy catch that ball, it would have been an interception. Well, you know what? If I would have went to a different school and not had soul food, I probably would have not hurt my ankle. I mean, it's just so dumb at the stuff that they come up with and how they do it. Anybody, and I mean anybody, can be a assessor for them, and that's the problem. Most of those people are kids who play fantasy football and Madden, and now they can't even get their own biases out of the way of the ratings, and it's just a joke, in my opinion.
No, yeah, they definitely. The one kid who got killed this week made an article asking who was the best deep threat. That Calvin on the list. obviously. Randy on the list, obviously. I mean, and you can put Tyreek Hill on the list. Tyreek Hill was there, and there's another gentleman too. I don't remember who it was. But we had Tyreek Hill number 1, which like
That's a deep threat.
yeah.
Again, this is stuff I'm talking about.
Yep.
Wow.
Like Tyreek Hill over Randy Moss. Got it. Nailed it.
Wow. Even
Yeah,
over Calvin Johnson. That's crazy.
I mean, come on, man. I can't. Steve Smith, I would put Steve Smith as a deep passer over Tyreek Hill. That's not me being even funny.
That's not bad. No, I
like come on, people. Again, lazy journalism.
You know, but but when they come, but when you come with your own criteria, you can rate anybody the way you want to.
Absolutely.
I mean, you actually inventing your own criteria. So the people that you think are the top, they're gonna fit that criteria because it's what you made it to be. You made that guy number 1 because you said shit. Well, this is what our criteria is. What does he do well? Well, he does this. Well, shit. If we make everything the way he does it is the best way to do it, then he's the top guy. I mean, you guys understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know, you could all that stuff is with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Like some analytics, you know, but as a whole, you know, like what's that? Like it's just to me it's just a tool, because you can't measure the stuff that they don't have. Like you can't measure heart, you can't measure effort, you can't measure all that stuff that you see on the field. You know, they can't measure that stuff. So where does that come in the rating of a player? It's garbage because you can't put all that stuff in there.
Well, you know,
I mean, I know Luke doesn't has lost his love affair. Never had one with PFF.
Never. Listen. Every time somebody like y'all, I was listening to y'all show the other day. So y'all always help me. It always seems like it's around that afternoon shift where some stupid stuff happened. But I'll be listening. Bro, I swear to God, like I tried for one day. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna skip the show and see what happened. But I'm scared because I'm like, I don't want to change the universe setup. But anyway, that's another story. But
Anthony Trash wrote that shit.
I was listening.
Oh, Trash!
Look, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
He might be like 15.
Man, he probably just became 18, but that's another story.
Rip it.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like I was watching the show and I heard Kurt go, yeah, but according to Pro Football, I was like, no, don't you dare, no.
We use it on our show. We do.
I know y'all do, but I use it. But I get
a tool though.
But dude,
right,
we all check it out, right? Like we all. That's why we know these things.
We all don't. Y'all,
I used to use it as a reference. Like it's news. It's like more information to take in, to get your own opinion.
Don't put that evil on him.
No, you're right. Don't put that. Don't do it, Ricky Bobby.
Bad information that we can relay to everyone else.
But I was gonna say now, today or this week, I should say, I don't really want to fuck with them at all.
Bruh, yeah. Listen. I'm
trying to get dude on the show. I'm trying to get Sam Monsoon on the show
he'll never do it.
Like, help me, bro.
Like, what the fuck? What about just get what's his name on there? Come on, I'm terrible with names. The guy in New England that always comes on. Huh?
The guy in New England always comes on.
Oh, he's in California, but he's a New England fan, honorary Lions fan. And I just
Hookam,
yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Cam.
Yeah. Sorry, name's really, really not good with me.
It's all good.
So no, Hookam, he was doing that for a minute.
Yeah, but even Cam shitted on it. Like
that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Like,
he'd be good to talk to easy.
We bonded over that. Like I was like, yeah, man. I'm sick of pro. He's like, bro, me too. I was like, dude, it's not just me. That's why I told Cam, I'm like, we may look slightly different, but I'm pretty sure we're brothers. I'm sure of it.
I'm absolutely sure.
You and Anthony Treesh.
Listen, man, I'm telling you,
he could give you some of that info on PFF easy.
It's just one of the things where it's hard for me to respect what they're doing when there's so many flaws in your process. They trying to put speed to miles per hour, and now they got the NFL following this stupid ass trend. Like, oh, this guy runs 23 miles per hour.
Yeah, GPS.
It's just it's like
GPS, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, spare me.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't care. It's go ahead.
Well, you
Did
know
we
who
lose
owns it,
him?
right?
I don't know who
No,
was
I
supposed
mean-
to be talking there, but
That was Kurt.
Yeah.
That was Kurt.
Nah. You know who owns PFF, right?
Chris Collinsworth with his
Yeah.
trash stuff.
Hollinsworth.
Yeah,
Like,
he
dude.
but he bought it though. If you peep out what he did, so when they first came out, it bombed. Everybody, every real football person was like, "This is hot garbage. It's weak science.
yeah.
Y'all are trying your best to come up with something that don't make sense. Y'all scoring system is stupid. Your grading system is not even better. The stats that y'all come up with is generally made up of opinions and pixies and Dixie cups. It's just ridiculous, right? Like it's just bull.
Footballs and
Well, Chris Collinsworth
Yeah.
then comes and goes. Chris Collinsworth, the fact that people was talking about it is where he got smart. He then dives in, invests his money in it, go and talk to some old football people where he says that they have a panel. They have a panel. He now panders to stuff on everything he goes on to get his business going, and it took off like lightning. And the first thing the NFL did was they rejected Pro Football Focus. They was like, we want no parts of it. But the same way they rejected Breast Cancer Awareness Month and all the other things that they was trying to say we couldn't do, but we can do now, it's now part of it as them saying, oh, well, everybody else like it, so we're going to adopt it. Because remember, it was a time where D'Angelo Williams was fined damn near half of his damn salary for that season for wearing the pink shoes and the pink glove in honor of his mother who passed away.
Yep.
And when everybody else showed up to the stadium, they went, oh, this is a thing. And now we get to have Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We get the pink shoes. And then the military invested more money into them. So now we get to have the military shoes and colors. So it's a bunch of BS and PR stuff. Pro Football Focus is about as legit as me being a pimp. And everybody who know me know I ain't no damn pimp. It's just trash.
you always got some crazy angle, man. I love that.
I can't help it,
Absolutely, I love being on this stuff, man. I can't get enough of this.
Boy, Luke is on one tonight, baby. Luke is on one tonight.
God.
I'm loving it.
Pimp
I'm
G.
loving it.
I'm trying right. Pimp G. That right. Yeah, that's gonna be my new damn name. Pimp G.
Yeah, right. Pimp Cheesefield review.
Man,
I
right.
can see it now.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all how to get these women. Okay, you did. Let me tell you how to do it.
Package
First
it up
thing
and
first.
sell a subscription for it, man. 'Cause
I'm telling
motherfuckers
you.
buying this shit, bro.
Look at this, bro. Look at
That
this.
blows my mind, man.
The fact that somebody and
We need to make some shit up like this, bro. Like, what the
Bruh.
fuck? Mine's
Yeah, there you go.
$5.
You want to hear something funny though? The math bums are RAS score is better calculated than they trash because at least his is just measuring athletic ability and how does it relate to previous athletic ability ratings. This is just opinion. -1 if the play should have been this. And it's the thing that blows my mind. You don't know the play. They're not giving you their playbook. So then once that became the big issue, Chris Collinsworth being the guy that he is, because he's so charismatic. You know, I'm Chris Collinsworth and my hair doesn't move. It stays this way when I'm sleeping in the shower. That guy, he sits up there and now all of a sudden goes, yeah, you know, we talked to the team and asked them, did they run the right route? And then they tell us and then we grade them. They don't tell you a damn thing. Why would they? Why would they trust you with this information? like I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I was not born yesterday. And so it's irritating when I hear people who try to justify stupid by spewing out something to say, oh, well, this is what it was. They're not giving you their playbook.
Bo,
Right.
shout out to Bo in the comment section. He's not lying. Luke could be a pimp, which is selling ass. The way you be hyping shit up. Giving girls inspirational speeches and shit before they hit the street. Like, baby, look, we gotta do this.
Luke said these women out with the ketchup bottles in their bag.
Listen, I don't even like ketchup. I'm a barbecue sauce and mustard guy. You know
You
what
sure
I mean?
about the trunk? I'm not sure.
I don't even know what truck. I don't even like cars. I drive a pickup truck. I got a pickup truck, and my pickup truck ain't got no trunk. So I don't know what you're talking about. Just saying.
Yeah,
Do we have another
Y'all not gonna
topic,
get me.
Easy, or we're gonna go off the rails, dude?
Been off the rails.
Real fast.
So when we're gonna talk about our front seven. All right, so because I didn't get to catch on to this. I heard you talking about it a little bit earlier, Luke. Maybe let's just save it. Let me see if I got any other good topics. If we don't, I'll let you answer this question because I'm curious too. I did the Megatron deep threat thing. We pretty much said fuck PFF. I don't even want to look at this shit, honestly. Real fucked up.
Easy keeping it real.
Yeah, Luke, what's up with this front seven, man?
All right, so according to the Detroit Lions defensive line coach Todd Walsh, he was in the interview, got to have some conversations, having a little fun, and he reveals his vision and basically what he was told to do with the front seven, particularly that damn D line. And so he talked about it, and he said he envisions Trey Flowers playing outside linebackers. At this point, I'm like, oh, really? Huh. So who got their hand in the dirt? He says at nose tackle would be McNeil.
Yep.
Michael Brockers would be your 4-eye, and then you would have Oriki, or Onzariki, basically playing the other DN spot, with the other outside linebacker being Romeo Okoro. Your inside backers would then be Jamie Collins and Derek Barnes, with Jelani Tavai backing them up, with Jalen Reeves-Maybin backing them up, with Alex Anzalone backing them up. Now, stay with me. What happened with me was when I saw this, I said, oh, okay. Now he then flip it and say in the sub package. Stay with me, folks. I don't want to lose you on this because this gets my blood boiling and it makes me feel good when I hear this kind of talk. In this type of sub package, he's then going to kick Levi over into the inside with Michael Brockers, and he's going to swing in between McNeil. But Michael Brockers and Onzarike are going to be the inside guys. The outside guys would then be Flowers and Okoro, and your linebackers would then be on the outside would be Derek Barnes, Collins, and Julian Okoro. When I heard this, the first thing that jumped out to me was, so you telling me that you're going to constantly create a way that even if we rush 5, somebody, at least 2 people, is going to get a one-on-one. And I know for a fact that our D-line can win those one-on-ones. Yep. I know for a fact that even just the fact that you put Trey Flowers up in the 2-point stance, which I'm not acting like he's going to change or reinvent the wheel, but what it will do is give you an opportunity to create mismatches. Because think about it. If you got a tackle for the Bears who we wanted in Tavon Jenkins, and he's going to be the left tackle, so he's being covered by, say, Onzarike. And now off of that edge, I got Trey Flowers coming off. He ain't blocking both of them.
Right.
So you're going to have to leave a tight end in. You're going to have to pull a guard. But now you got another problem because you can't leave McNeil one-on-one. And if I decide to send 5, that 5 can come from the outside or up the gut because Derek Barnes can blitz.
Yes, so, he can. And he used to play D-end.
And he used to stay with me now. Jim, walk it while you talk it now. Damn it, you want it, okay? So what I started saying in my head, I was sort of like my man off The Hangover. I can't Ian, what's his name? From when he was at the casino getting their money back. You know how he was you seen stuff flying by. Man, I'm saying all kind of different schemes. And the first thing I thought about was if you have the opportunity to create different packages that guarantees gets you at least 2 or 3 guys with a one-on-one, I'm taking it.
Yep. I'm
taking it. The Lions front 7, not only has it based on how they're going to scheme it, it goes back to 1991. We were what in the defense? 3-4. Who was the guy in the middle clogging up everything? Jerry Ball. Just look at the reality of it.
Reminds me a lot of Jerry Ball.
I want to puke. The receiving core back in 1991 was not said to be like this great receiving core. It was so bad that they kept saying in that draft that they need to take more receivers. Not me making this up. This really happened. And they took a receiver. This gets better. It gets better. Stay with me, y'all. I'm going to bring you down the rabbit hole with me. So now all of a sudden they get the receiver and then they find this strange thing. They had everything in place. This is a team that wasn't supposed to do anything. You get the injury of Mike Utley, and everybody's like, oh, my God, they rally around that. And they really got into it, right? So the only thing missing from the whole equation is an injury. We're going to knock on wood. I did it. There it is. It's done. To make sure that don't happen. But the other part of it is that team was consistently an underdog. Rodney Peete wasn't said to be a good quarterback. In fact, they destroyed him every chance that they got. Oh, he's garbage.
Yep.
Then Kramer, when Rodney Peete got hurt, everybody was wondering what's going on with Andre Ware. You know, the guy who won a Heisman, who was mobile and was hot garbage. But you know, we're gonna leave that alone. He was gonna be our Justin Fields. We're gonna call him that. And then you get Eric Kramer, who, for all practical purposes, just managed the game. And he wasn't all that great himself. But they played defense, they ran the ball, and they had a front seven that made their secondary look like Jesus. Now, the one other piece that is missing, I will say, they did have a Benny Blaze at safety. We got a Tracy Walker. I pray to God Tracy Walker gets back to form. But this front seven is potentially has the opportunity to not only set everything right, but it makes it in such a way that we might actually see people like Okuda get back to form. Because the last time everybody thought he was a shutdown corner, they had an amazing front seven. And I told y'all, hey, he didn't go against anybody. It's a reason why they don't have him traveling, but that front seven made him look good. And everybody went, nope, he's a shutdown corner. Well, he got shut down last year. Thank God for it, because it was getting ugly by the minute. The point I'm making to you is this. The front seven of this Detroit Lions team now has so many different options and variations that it's going to be impossible for you to know where the pressure is coming from or who's coming in the first place. And that is the real genius of what they're doing.
Well, the other thing is they have speed and athleticism at the nose tackle and with Onzarike as well. Those two people are disruptors, and that's going to be interesting. We haven't really had that. I mean, we had number 71, big fat guy that, you know, took up some space, and actually he didn't do too bad when he was healthy.
Nope.
But we haven't had this attacking style like we're going to have now with a one gap system rather than a two. I think that makes your defensive line a lot more dangerous to me, because they just have to be responsible for one gap, and they shoot that gap and get whoever comes through.
Yeah, definitely.
It's beautiful. It's just beautiful, man. I'm loving what you're saying. Go ahead. My energy is boiling. The front seven just blows my mind.
They are going to be
and
disruptive.
I like what Robbie Pleasant had to say in his media thing today, where he was saying that he said the best corner. He was joking. He said the best corner he had in LA was Aaron Donald. And what he was saying was that his disruptions up front made his secondary play so much better, because, you know, they could cover, you know, they had to cover so long because of what Aaron Donald was doing back there in the pocket. So, and then you know, back there disguising coverages, he could do a lot more with a great defensive line that he could when the defensive line was suspect. So, I mean, you look at that; it's all encompassing. You know, with the defensive line, and then what the secondary does. I like the direction the defense looks like it's heading. And then what Albert Pleasant had to say about, you know, working with the young fellas, and then he made a clarification, because it kept, you know, that you see he has a passing game coordinator, but it's not offensive passing game coordinator. He's the defensive passing game coordinator. So basically, he looks at, you know, coverages. He breaks down tape for Aaron Glenn, and to look at how the offenses are trying to play against the sector.
Plus, take it one step further. Take it one step further when talking about what the defensive line can do for it. Ask yourself this question, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Buccaneers played Kansas City before earlier that year, right? All they did was move one person up high to help out with all them crossing routes and unleash the front seven. How hard was them cornerbacks working in that Super Bowl? I mean, I saw one dude in the Super Bowl.
But they were getting killed in that first game.
I mean, but I literally saw one dude in the Super Bowl literally on a hoverboard with a Slurpee from Tropical Smoothie as the game was progressing and a straw hat. Like, he just on there like, I'm just like I saw another cornerback with a juice box of some juicy juice, okay, with a skip it on his ankle as he watched the front seven demolish and make Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, the skip. You remember the skip it where it count? You know how you skip it and it count? I know some people like he's showing his age, but I don't give a damn. I mean, I'm feeling good about the reality of this front seven. It dawned on me at a moment that I just did not see coming. And I'm telling you, those guys didn't have to work hard. When you think about the Legion of Boom, yes, they had a secondary that can do things, but God, their defense can touch the quarterback and get after you.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
it makes everything so much better. Plus, all the teams that I named had a run
favorite
game.
lines was on that line. One of my favorite guys to play in Detroit was on that line with the Legion of Boom. What's his name?
Cliff Averill.
Cliff Averill.
Who I was
Cliff
upset.
Averill.
It took us forever to put him in. It took us forever to put him in and Levy. I was like, how long y'all want to wait?
I don't know. Levy was walking on planes and stuff, and I don't know. Yeah,
no, that was after the fact, though.
Off, man.
That was after
something
the fact.
off there, man.
You know,
Levy was a really good linebacker, but
living.
he stayed hurt quite a bit.
He started living. That's all it was. We ain't gonna judge him for messing up the church's money.
I'm gonna judge him when he walks on an airplane but can't play.
Listen, sometimes when it's your time to go, you know, it's your time to go. And he felt if he was gonna go flying high. Okay,
yeah, yes, so
you know,
it was so crazy. We got hurt. It was actually during practice. This is there. Because remember when GQ was on? He's saying they were doing something at a high school or something.
Yeah,
he messed up his hip.
Yeah, but the problem is the Lions, and I'm going to say this: I love the transparency of this organization.
That's
right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's like we're so used to not knowing anything about anything with this team, you know, like injuries. Oh, he'll be back next week. Yeah, they said that for like 4 weeks before they told us that he was out for the season or something. Or he played like one game or something. But it was always that thing where, you know, Calvin Johnson, oh, it's a game time decision, and it's like, wait, he wasn't even on the freaking thing the whole week. You know, what the hell is this?
You know.
Man, Calvin Johnson, he was hurt all the time. Calvin Johnson was hurt all. He was hurt. His knees and all that stuff. He was hurt all the time.
Everybody forget how everybody talk about how great he was. That fumble he had against Seattle was ugly.
Luke, if you don't shut your ass up, man, make me leave Calvin alone.
I'm sorry. Just telling the truth. You know, don't kill me for being transparent.
You talking about the illegal bat play?
The illegal bat.
No. I'm talking about the one where he tried to reach out for the end zone and was at least a good 5 yards.
That was the illegal bat.
Was it?
Yeah. The ball got knocked out, and then Seattle knocked it out of the end zone.
Well, you know what? You can't illegally bat it if your ass just go down. We had time.
Still, it's still illegal. You know, it's like
what came first?
He likes the Hawks. You know he likes the Hawks anyway. He
I like the Hawks. Hell, I'm from Washington State originally.
Man, that fumble, that like everybody. The reason I'm on YouTube is just a lot of times we just overlook stuff. Like people forget Kenny Galladay dropped on that Thanksgiving game. Nobody remembers that, but they all remember the interception that came right after that.
Yep.
If you catch the damn ball, the interception is not even a factor because the ball is already caught and he's not on the field.
Right.
Just that's
but
just
like
my
I said,
cents.
I think the transparency is amazing. I mean, he's just telling everybody, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We got this guy playing here, we got this guy playing there. And with Patricia and all them people was like, you know, we can't say anything because we have this tactical advantage that I've never seen over my entire lifetime. I hope that they're going to be this forthcoming with injuries and stuff too.
Well, Jim, the players didn't know what the hell they were doing. They couldn't figure out the fucking thing. And they were in the damn thing. They couldn't figure out how to play it. I mean, they couldn't figure it out. I mean, you can't. How you confusing the players with your own scheme? You're the defensive genius that that won all the Super Bowls and all this shit like that. But your players can't. You can't get your players to play the defense that you designed, and it's just so difficult. And we talk about Savai all the time and how he just was just standing there playing the outside linebacker because he didn't know what the hell to do.
It's true.
I mean, he was just standing still.
Isn't it nice that we went into a draft for once? And we went into a draft for once, and we had an idea of what to do with these people. I think that's amazing.
They did make that comment though that like they weren't 100% sold on what they're doing on the offense until everybody gets there, which I was like, what?
I like that though, but that's transparency as well.
Exactly. But it is transparent. Exactly. That's a good point, Jim. I didn't think about it like that because it is that.
Yeah.
Is keeping
They're
it
going to
real.
build this offense
he's
around the people
saying-
that they have.
we
They're going
gonna
to
wait
make
to
their
see.
scheme again with the
Yeah.
people that they have, which means they had an
Yep.
idea of what they drafted and who they drafted and what position they were going to be. And they have a vision for something. Isn't that new and exciting?
I mean, something we ain't seen in a long time.
What?
I mean, that's something we haven't seen in a long time. I like
For real?
Yeah, I like
that's something we haven't
transparency.
seen.
Because I look, if you're doing something that I think is stupid or is perceived stupid, then I'm gonna sit there and be mad at you. But
Right.
if it's like when Dwayne Casey wouldn't play Sekou Doumbouya, and we're all
Right.
like, "What the fuck? Like, what the fuck's going on?" But if you would explain to us why, at least give us his reasoning, then maybe we could see it. You know what I'm saying? Like with them, they're upfront about the reasoning behind everything they're doing.
Yep.
It's not so we can't be mad at shit. We understand what the process is, and we just gotta see what the results are.
Yeah. I don't know. You get two really disruptive defensive tackles, and you know exactly what you're going to do with them. You see what I'm saying? So, and we're going to play Flowers here, and we know what he's going to do. We have everybody in mind of what they're going to do and how they're going to contribute. And don't sleep on Melon Famu either, because he's going to be an outstanding corner in this league.
Ooh, Jim, say the name again.
Melon Famu.
Ooh, Jim, you a bad man.
No, he's going to be a decent corner for real.
Can you say the first name?
Watch this.
Yeah, I don't remember his first name. I just call him Iffy instead, but I got his last name.
You got the last name down. I'm impressed.
Luke. Hey, Luke. Now you say it.
Luke's on mute. I don't know why.
Luke.
Oh, he's trying to get Luke to say it.
Yeah, but
Hey, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, Malafawu. Yeah, Malafawu is going to be I like him. His size. I mean, the guy. If you look at him on the field, I'm
Yeah,
like,
he
this
fought
guy's
too.
a corner. I mean, like that guy is freaking huge. I mean, like 6'3". I mean, that's a big. That's a big corner. I mean, and he moves so well.
His
He's
hips
so
are really
fluent in
fluid
his
for that
movements.
size.
No wasted movements on the field. Yeah, yes. I mean, it's just like I can't wait to see what Aubrey Pleasant and Aaron Glenn have for those guys back there in the secondary. They got a young core of guys back there, and it mixed in with some savvy veterans. You know, we get those guys like if Dunbar can stay healthy and can get healthy, and Elder can ball. I mean, I live in North Carolina, so I've seen firsthand what Corn Elder can do, because that dude, he's a very good slot corner. So definitely better than he stays on the field more than Justin Coleman did.
Yeah, I was getting nervous because like I fell for that trick so many times. The only one to play out with these big body defensive backs is Darius Slay. I got excited for Tabor too. I always get excited for these
Tabor
big
was
corners
slow,
because
though.
of Legion of Boom.
Tabor was slow as hell.
I thought Tabor was going to be a safety.
Yeah, Luke, to your point, yeah. I
thought they brought him in to be a safety. I was like, hey, he can tackle in space. I'm like, I even talked about. I said the speed is not the issue for me. It really wasn't. It was the fact that I'm like, they're going to use him as a safety. He could tackle. That's what they want from a guy. He can tackle. Well,
they probably should.
I just think
Well,
he can. Go ahead.
No, they probably should have used him as safety. He was probably playing out of position. Like they probably should have moved him to safety.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact he had those deficiencies in his game as a corner, so he was a better zone coverage. So they could have used him as safety.
Well, look, our guy Infatu, he can still play safety as well. Because don't forget John Johnson, who's with the Los Angeles Rams. He was a cornerback in college as well, and now he's one of the better safeties of the NFL. Big body dude. You know what I'm saying?
Melon Famu, I think he's going to be a corner here.
You think so?
I do.
I mean, I don't mind either way.
As long
as he's playing.
He's got the speed for it. If Okuda can't make it, he goes to safety, I think.
Oh, Okuda's not going to safety.
Why not?
He's staying at corner.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Y'all tripping with that.
Okay.
That man. Who was the guy running the route on the Panthers against him? I'll wait. Tell me the guy that ran. Tell me one race.
I can't remember the guy's name.
I can tell you who it was. Fred Sanford ran no route and got past him. Rush Limbaugh didn't run a route and ran past him. Let me see. Christopher Watkins didn't run a route, but he somehow ran past him. He literally. Okay, let me bring myself down. I'm not going.
There's injury there too, though. So you got to
injury my ass. It's technically.
I didn't know your ass was injured, but I'm
just saying. I mean, you get the point I'm saying. It's not necessarily the injury that was the problem for him. He just gave up a bunch of free releases for no reason. And I pointed this out in his college film, and I was like, look, free release. I go off every time I see a cornerback, and I'm like, you that close to not touch him for what? You got to pop him at least 4 or 5 times, and then this is one of the things I give Jalen Ramsey a lot of credit for. He will punch you in the face 4 or 5 times, and on the 6th time, you thinking you throw your hands up trying to make sure he don't jam you, and now your route is all off and delayed because you fight in the air, and he looking like, what you doing, bro? I wasn't finna jam you.
Yeah,
not Okuda.
Brings that too. He brings a toughness.
Yeah, he does. He's a press corner. He's a true press corner coming out of college. I mean that's what his specialty was up at Syracuse. He was a press corner. So I mean,
I hope his specialty is safety. I hope they move his ass to safety because I want him.
Which one, Luke?
Afitu. I want him to be the strong safety and Walker to be free.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I can see that working out, but I mean, I was saying, I think Okuda's gonna be nice.
He could be a shutdown corner.
Well, you know what? Let me shut something down real quick. We got 35 people in the chat. At one point, it was 40, and we only got 26 likes. Now, I'm going to shut the whole stream down if we don't turn around and get angry and smash that button like we some drunken patrons at a good bar. We can do better than that. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen, because that helps get the video going. Plus, if y'all ain't paid attention, Easy works really hard to get content out, and he's doing it between this on his own time, DSA on his own time, and Woodward Sports, and getting all that out so y'all can have y'all fix. So since y'all getting y'all fix, fix us by giving us some of them likes up. Because 29 to 38 ain't looking good. We can do better.
Yeah, that's why I said Jack Frost said that. Melon Fama is a press corner that runs a 4-4. Man,
listen, he could run a 4-1 for all I give a hell about. He's going to be better served at safety because there were some games where I went, oh damn, good coverage by him, and then there were some games where I went, what was the plan?
I mean, he definitely needs work, but I'm saying that I think he has more upside. I do.
Yeah,
hey, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You figure if you got him at one corner, that other corner with that D line that we're making, I see this in the future as being a great team. I don't see it for next year, but I do see it in the future.
listen, Jim out here got me three thinking like Jim would be like, so this guy's a good player, but he sucks. It's like, what the hell, Jim?
No, he's a good player for
don't build me up to break me down
for a rookie.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
I can see him making a move to safety, but I just looked up the 40 time of John Johnson. He ran a 4.6. So considerably faster than John Johnson. Yep. Maybe he does play the corner spot. I mean,
he plays corner. There's a lot of big wide receivers in the league.
That dude finna be a safety. They finna give. I'm telling you, they gonna give Will Harris a chance.
Why?
Easy kill Bruce Lee. I saw it on an article.
Why are they going to give Will Harris?
That's what we got. Easy.
What else he can do?
Coach Mike will be happy with that.
He won't be happy with that, but we argue about this all the time. I said, "What has Will Harris shown us he can do? Tell me what he's showing us he can do."
I'll tell you what he can show us. What he has shown me is
show him out the door.
No. Listen. I'll be the first to want to join you real soon. But the real problem is this: who can you really say thrive under Matt Patricia?
You can say that for Okuda too.
That's my point.
But we trashing him.
No, I'm not. No, listen, I'm not trashing him. What I'm saying is this. I'm saying that to me, Okuda plays like a safety. He just do, in my opinion. Like Quandre Diggs was a corner.
I think that too.
Quandre Diggs was a corner. He was a better safety, right? Glover Quinn played corner. I think he was a better safety. I'm not saying he sucked as a corner, but I think he was a better safety. GQ, if you're listening, I still love you. Don't hate me now. I'm just being honest. Okay, so I just look at that position of it and I say, look, I'm willing to give Will Harris a shot to show me that the problem wasn't him, it was the coaching, because Tracy Walker said a bad coach make good players look bad, and I agree with him.
That's true, and I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I think Okuda moving to safety with his speed versus Melanfamu with his speed. I disagree with moving Melanfamu to safety at this point. I just see him as more of a shutdown corner. He can hang with people. He hasn't got a perfect game. Nobody does, but with that defensive line, could have something there in a year or two.
See the defense again. You went back to my sweet spot.
No, I like what they're doing. I don't have any problems with what they're doing.
You still got us at 5 wins, though.
I do.
I need.
I had them at 7 wins before I included the referee specials. And
then,
take
the referee special out. Give me 7. I'll feel better.
I can't tell you that.
I'll give you a hug for 7.
We go to Green Bay, we could play our hearts out, and they'd still steal it from us because they do it all the time.
I think they're gonna like Campbell. I think I can see Campbell before the game saying, "Hey."
I'm just hoping Campbell intimidates their ass.
I don't even think he's going to intimidate.
He punches one of them in the face or something. Oh,
I don't even think he's going to intimidate. I think he's just going to remind them that he has a lion in the tunnel if they fuck up. You know, and it can be unleashed. It can be unleashed.
Hey, that's how he's getting these guys 40 time up. He's got that line in practice.
If he's a safety, man, that's a very quick safety. Let me tell you.
Boy, I'm telling you, man, Jimbo G Patty showing.
That was amazing.
I don't know what ketchup bottle exploded in the trunk in Arizona. Okay, there was no explosion of any ketchup bottles. I don't even eat ketchup. I hate tomatoes. I think spaghetti sauce is disgusting. I would prefer it to be chili in the first place. Okay, I don't even, you know.
Who said, hey, wait.
Hold up with the food stuff now, man. Come on, man.
All right, guys, we've been on for a little bit over an hour. If the chat, if you guys want to throw some questions, I'll be down to do that. If we're gonna wrap it up, I did want to ask you guys in the chat. Those are a good ass question between them. This is off the top of the head. I'll start with you, Kurt. Who's gonna be a surprise stud on defense this year for the Detroit Lions?
Who's gonna be a surprise stud?
What?
Man, a surprise? Yeah, surprise. He said a surprise stud. Who's like gonna shock the world?
Yeah, or like just give us like your hot take.
My hot take, or who's gonna be a surprise? Damn, a surprise.
Because y'all disrespect.
I think Tracy Walker. I think Tracy
Walker
is going to have a bounce back year. That's my thing.
You said Tracy Walker.
I would say he's going to be. Now he's a good player. I think he takes a quantum jump under Pleasant and Aaron Glenn.
Okay, I can see that. I was never too down on Tracy Walker. Jim.
Yeah.
I got Derek Barnes.
I like
linebacker.
That.
That dude, man.
I mean, he's not a surprise to me though.
What?
I mean, kind of though. He's a rookie.
He's a surprise stud. I mean,
yeah, I'm telling you what, man. That guy's going to be good, boy. And if he can
ball.
He can ball. Uh-huh. He really can. And he has almost a running back mentality to going through the hole and getting the running back and stuff like that. And I guess he was like a cousin of Sean Alexander, I heard, from the old Seahawks. Seriously. Yeah. But he's fast. He knows. He's just got instincts for the football. And he's a young kid. But I think anytime Chris Spielman gives you his endorsement, I'm good with that.
That's facts, man. I wish I could have watched him play, like, instead of his highlights.
You can. Just type in Chris Spielman and start watching highlights.
No, but I like watching him live. I was just telling Luke that too, because Luke was like, "You would skip the whole season to see him win." And I was like, "I want to see him win. I want to see it."
Yeah.
So who's you got, Luke?
So here's the problem. Let me help y'all out because y'all all wrong. I'm going to tell you why you all wrong. There's one person who not only is going to be a stud, it is set up perfectly for them to not only be a stud, but there's a healthy competition going on, and that is Julian Okoye. Think about this. He's going to be sitting up there looking at his brother up there getting the nod because he got the new contract. And he's thinking to himself, well, these people didn't even believe in me, but they got some hope in me. So I got to show them something. And Trey Flowers is looking real unfamiliar right now. So I can see this guy with every opportunity he get, taking advantage of it and forcing himself into the starting lineup before the end of the season. Boom, mic drop.
Whoa,
Not
hot
wrong.
take, boy.
Derek Barnes is a stud, dude. You wait. You wait and see.
Listen,
I like Derek Barnes too.
listen. I'm the only one with a Derek Burns.
You're the only one reaching, is what I'm saying.
No, listen, I had Derek Burns in the mock draft. 1, 2.
Yes.
I'm telling you, Julian
You're right.
Okoye, if you just look at how they're going to be playing around with it, they're going to find a way to get pressure. And so he's a pass rushing guy. And if you got speed on your front three with some people in there, they can rotate some people out. And he's got to come in relief. And when he come in relief, he's probably coming in with more exhausted, tired offensive players. I just think he's gonna give you something to think about.
Not saying he's not. I just think if you got and I don't. Okay, you might be right because I don't think Barnes is going to be a surprise.
That's my point. I don't think Barnes is. To me, he's not a surprise at all.
He's not.
Now he legitimately
He
can
said
play
Trey
all the
Flowers
linebackers. Yeah, he do look unfamiliar. You know what it look like. You know when you recognize game. You know. He look unfamiliar. That's all I'm saying.
Unfamiliar player.
Jim, because you got Derek Barnes, you think you got him mostly playing through the outside, like rushing the edge? How they talking about on the?
Well, they got him playing inside.
Okay, cool. I was like, make sure
they got him playing inside, but they can blitz that inside backer.
Thank God. All right.
And I like him in the run game against the run. I like him against the pass.
You said what, Kurt?
I mean, don't forget, even though when he decides to play, Jamie Conner, when one guy on the team decides to actually play a down, Jamie Collins can actually rush the passer as well. I mean, he's very when he decides to play, he's a very talented pass rusher. So you can bring any of those guys. You know what I'm saying? You can disguise a whole bunch of blitzes with those guys. You can bring any of those guys and cause disruptions. You know what I'm saying? So you can get a sick pass rush with that front seven and the way they're going to run it because you don't know who's coming because they all can come at any particular time and cause problems.
Right. Absolutely. I agree with that. And I think that's why Luke likes him so much.
Yeah.
Listen.
But it's true. You got a good point.
Everybody was screaming they wanted Micah Parsons. And he does everything.
I was not.
Listen. I'm not telling you. I'm telling you, a lot of the fan base early on and throughout the process was screaming Micah Parsons, and I was like, we need an offensive tackle. Now, originally I was saying we need a quarterback because we still had Stafford, and I'm like, no, you might as well get the quarterback that way he can sit for 2 years, and then boom, bing, he's out of here. Then we traded Stafford, and I was like, well, we're done with that now, so we need an offensive tackle. And so a lot of people was like, man, we should get Parsons. And I'm like, this guy can do it. And then I was listening to your thing, Easy, where you were talking to, damn it, I forgot the scout's name. That be on with y'all.
Scott Bischoff.
Yeah. And he was like, look, he's similar to Parsons. I was like, yep, I can see that comparison, you know.
Yeah, we put on the tape. It literally does look like that. Like it's a smaller package Parsons.
I think where he's going to excel at and where I think Parsons is not going to excel as much is I think Parsons' expectations are going to be higher. And so in order for him to be considered anything, he's going to have to exceed those expectations. Whereas Burns is just going to be like Bobby Wagner. It's like, who? Nobody really cares. And it's like, oh, okay. Damn, he's good. Like, you remember when DeAndre Levy came into the building? People was like, oh, it's Levy. But then when he started playing, it was like, Levy. I remember Madden bumped him up from a 72 to a 96. I said, damn, he arrived. Really? That's a hell of a jump.
96?
Bro, he went to a 96, and he had the third highest coverage, I think it was, on the game at the time. It was nuts, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts. It's the Lions fan, Luke. Is all of our corners actually safeties, according to Luke? No, it's just it's not. It's just you got to understand something. You look at Okudah. You look at Okudah. And you look at the receivers that scored touchdowns on him and the plays he gave up. And yes, there's a learning curve to it. The problem I had is he wasn't even in the vicinity. These people were just cooking his ass left and right. But he can tackle his butt off. He's not shying away from the tackle, and he works really well in space. That's a safety. You go over to Afitu, yes, They had a lot of things going on, but look at that. They only used him as safety in like relief of an injury or something like that. A lot of the times he had a lot of turns to go crazy because Andre Cisco was roaming around.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one getting all the interceptions and people was trying to avoid him. So I'm just telling you that that's another guy who can be a safety. I think Elijah Holden, another guy that Elijah Molden, a guy that I liked that I'd have watched and I was like, hey, he's a safety for the same reason that Okuda's a safety. He works great in space, would tackle the crap out of you, but when it comes to top end receivers, they can take the top off on them, and that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that make him a safety. That's all I'm pointing out to him. That's all.
And I think Melanfamu can cover deep. You know, he's going to have to learn. I'm not saying that, but he has the speed to do it.
You know, NFL a little different. That's all I'm gonna say.
No.
I'll also say too, them Pro Day 40s were like, come on, now.
Suspect.
Yeah.
Fuck. Now I'm thinking about it.
Well,
like,
we'll just have to see if he's faster than Okuda. We'll find that out soon.
I don't even think they care about the speed at the cornerback like that. It's because their attitude to it is keep everything in front of you for the most part. I think you're gonna see a lot of cover too.
Yeah, it could be
in zone coverage and stuff. So, but I just think that realistically, their plans is to touch you with the front seven and run the ball down your throat.
Someone commented, "What any free agents you guys want?" Still left.
Trey Turner. Trey Turner, the guard out of San Diego.
Okay.
32 years old.
No, don't say that. Don't.
He wants only two.
Jim.
No, listen to me though. He only wants a $2 to $3 million deal, which isn't much. And if he returns to form, he had 5 Pro Bowls in a row. He only had one bad year.
Ooh.
The thing is if Big V can't do it because he just can't, or his foot doesn't heal up, we got somebody that might be able to plug and play and beat him out. If not, we have a backup so that if he stay with me for a minute here. Left tackle, Decker gets hurt. We move Sewell over to the other side. We move Big V to tackle, and then we still got Turner at guard. We still have a decent offensive line. We're not going to drop off like 100 places like we would have a year or two ago with no depth. So I think he brings an added depth piece to us.
I like that. Jim, that's a great find, my man. I agree.
Wow. Do you agree? What the hell? Okay, I got to go now. I'm just kidding.
I just don't like the idea of making another investment in guard because you got Matt Nelson who's still on the team. If the tackle go down, you move Sewell over to the left tackle. Matt Nelson then comes into the right tackle. Big V is not good at right tackle, and so the other thing is the evidence.
Big V wasn't good at right tackle because Big V had a foot injury last year.
Oh, that no. See, I went back.
Guard, though.
I went back and watched film on his ass, not only from
way
this
before.
season,
okay,
but way before. And his ass was
his footwork is not good.
And that's the problem. His kick step is a little lazy and almost non-existent. And the other issue that I noticed with him is this: if nobody comes towards him, he's like, "What do I do? What am I going to do? What's next?" My problem with Big V is when I watched the film of him and where he was at his best is when he played guard. It was less for him to think about. It was simply push the person in front of you and not have to worry about nobody's speed running around you and stuff. When they went to that Super Bowl with him as the tackle, and I did not notice this at the time, but I did when I watched the film on him, they did a lot more quicker passes with him at the tackle, and they used the tight ends and receivers to chip the shit out of those DNs to help him out. The Lions weren't doing that. The Lions is like, good luck. We paid you. You here. Get her done.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I like to have a set offensive line, and I really think that bringing Turner in might not be a bad idea. He has some ties with San Diego and all that stuff and the people there. So that could be a thing that they do, but it's curious to me that they haven't brought him in yet, almost telling me that they know something we don't.
I love this comment right here from Malik Mills. He said, let's get Luke G in there at linebacker. Hope he don't get ran over. You know what? I've been ran over. The thing is, you know, Jordan was crossed over, right? Everybody forgets Jordan got crossed over. So I've been ran over. I've seen Ray Lewis get ran over. Mm-hmm. I've seen Ray Lewis get juked into some dumb shit. Like, I don't even understand what the juke was, but it worked. The point I'm trying to make is with me, when I got ran over, he came down with me. So you can run me over. Cool. You gonna come down with me. I promise you that. If I'm gonna go for a ride, you coming on down with me. So yes, I'm still down for it, but I love the comment of me doing that. But yeah, in terms of free agents, easy. To me, the only thing that they should be looking at is a damn safety. We need another safety, and that the secondary part of it is
bro.
linebacker. You got them, but what I'm pointing out to you is this. Look at the depth. You got.
But give me like a name though.
Kenny Vaccaro or Malik Hooker, one of them two.
Every team needs a hooker.
I like Malik Hooker. True. This is true. But with Hooker,
hey, remember what that Hooker did for the Suns?
What'd you say?
There's a hooker who hooked up the Suns last year before they hit the bubble. They went 7-0.
See,
just saying.
I am not gonna get into that damn story. Nope. Look, D. Williams says, Luke, you just compared yourself to Michael Jordan and Ray Lewis. No, what I'm saying is if the greats can get done up, I'm not one of those greats, No,
Luke, I'm gonna pick on you. Luke said he could beat Bruce Lee. No, I'm playing.
I definitely ain't said that.
I'm playing.
Get my ass whooped by Bruce Lee. You know what I mean?
Beat the fuck out of Bruce Lee. I'll beat the shit out of Bruce Lee. I'll do it for you.
Okay.
Kurt. Who's your free agent pickup?
Yeah, it's got to be a safety. Did Trey Boston sign already?
I don't know.
So. I like Trey Boston.
Nope. Nope.
Malik Hooker. Yeah. So
see, Malik Hooker fit the mantra.
Safety, yeah, or when healthy.
No.
That's the mantra right there.
That wasn't quite the the mantra I was going for, but I was saying the underdog.
My bad.
The underdog. Nobody believes in you.
Okay, I got
that. Yeah, he said when they healthy. I'm like, oh damn! I walked myself into that one.
Yeah, I mean that's been the Lions mantra for years when healthy. Because even on this team we brought some guys in that are coming off an injury, so we got to look at getting them healthy to get them on the field. I mean, either it's Dunbar or some other guys, coming off an injury, Tyrell Williams, the guys are just coming off of, like didn't play last year because they were hurt or missed most of last year. So you're gonna have some guys that's just gonna have to get healthy, but. I do like Malik Hooker. He's young. I mean, when he is healthy, he can play. He plays very hard. He plays the underdog role very well.
Yeah,
agreed.
I'm agreeing with you there. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Can I say Kuda? Does he count? I'm talking about motherfucking. I apologize. I was reading no comment.
I would say if Akuda's a free agent, then you need to tell me what the hell you know and who told you and why you just not telling us. You had me worried for a moment.
Are you going back a question? Yeah, you went back.
Yeah, I had myself fucked up on that one.
You went back a question. You asked about free agents, so
that's a sign, fellas. I think it's time for your boy to shut it down.
Get some sleep. Yeah. So this is what happened when you eat and sleep. You can't do this. If you get the itis and it's over, man. You can't do it. I do got a question for you real quick before you shut it down though, Easy. It's a cage match, and it's you versus Jet Li, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and Chung Lee. Who wins?
I got the Lees.
Who I get on my team? What the fuck? That's not fair.
What you mean? According to you, they all small. Who wins that match?
No. I said Bruce Lee small, and he don't have a belt in anything.
Do Jet Li got a belt?
Yeah, Jet Li, Jackie Chan, they got actual belts.
So they'll beat your ass.
Yes.
What about Chung Li? She got thunder thighs. So what about Chung Li?
She would have stripped my ass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, we gonna pray for you. What?
Well, Bruce Lee didn't have a belt because he invented his own martial art. You can't
exactly.
What belt are you gonna have? He can give us up anybody he wants to. He didn't need a belt. The only belt he needed to hold his pants up.
Well,
that's what he was famously known for. And then when we know people come in our gym and they get fucking tied into pretzels, you know what I'm saying? Don't really usually work out in their favor.
Well, let me change the order then. I'm taking the belts out. Who wins in the cage matches? You, RoboCop,
Brock Lesnar,
Terminator,
bro,
and Napoleon Dynamite. Now keep in mind, Napoleon Dynamite had a belt, but he would whoop your ass, I think, if given a chance. You tell me, keep it 100.
Do I get teammates in any of these scenarios?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Give me
You
Pootie
get
Tang.
you get
take on Napoleon Dynamite.
no,
Give
you're
me
not.
Derek Barnes. He'll fight RoboCop.
Nah, you're not getting. You don't get to have Pootie Tang. I'm gonna give you somebody to help you. You get. Let me see. You get the Kung Fu Pup. That's what you get. Yeah.
Who?
The Kung Fu Pup. It's a very popular cartoon. You enjoy every bit of it.
Hong Kong Fooey?
Yep, that guy. You get him.
Hong Kong Fooey. It's a wrap for me. As well as this.
Okay.
Yeah, this stream. It's a wrap for this one too. We talking about me and Hong Kong Fooey fighting RoboCop.
Listen, I just wanted to see. I wanted to see how tired you was to indulge me in that moment, and I appreciate your exhaustion.
You really did.
That
escalated
real
real
fast.
We went way off the rails. It was gone.
Way off the rails.
Wait.
Wow.
All right, well, I ain't do it. He said he had a question. I'm like, okay, cool. He might teach me something. And he threw that on me.
Hey,
wow.
Hey, had to see how you was feeling, man. I know you exhausted. I figure I'm gonna have fun with your exhaustion. I'm making sure I write down everyone's predictions. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to give me their final predictions. I'm gonna write it down. This is gonna be so much fun.
Yes, it will.
Look at that. Hong Kong Fooey versus Speak Easy. I already know who take. And Hong Kong Fooey got a belt, bro. I saw it on him. It was black.
He got a belt.
Yeah.
And he probably got rabies.
You don't want that. What?
So you know what I'm saying? That might be an L.
Just don't let him bite you.
All right, real talk. All right, before we shut the stream down. Kurt, you had it in the battle. You got your daughter's in there. You going to a bar. You got to beat some ass and get her out. Which Lions player are you taking in there with you?
What Lions player am I taking there with me? I'm taking Enrique right now. He said he want to F some stuff up, so I'm taking Enrique with me.
In fact, he said that off rip too. All right, Jim.
Panay
Same
Sewell.
scenario. Valerie's in the bar. He's like, oh yeah, we was leaving this. She's a Bears fan, and I'm playing. you gotta go save her. What Lions player are you taking in there with you?
Panay Sewell.
Ooh, I think that might be the best answer so far. I like the Enrique, but Panay Sewell's a big motherfucker. All right, Luke. Who Luke gotta save?
I'm taking Smith and Wesson.
He's taking Rory.
Yeah, I'm taking. Oh, you said Lions player. My bad.
Yeah, you gotta go save Chris Collinsworth.
My bad. I'm taking the guy who I know how to use a weapon. It's Frank Ragnow.
Hell yeah.
he's got to be the one. He knows how to use a weapon. So even if we somehow have a problem, he could probably make a melee weapon and still make it work. So I'm good. Either way it go, we win with Frank Ragnow.
Okay. I think I'm taking Panay Sewell.
I'm sorry,
no weapons. Like I'm thinking no weapons. I'm thinking just straight like.
Did you say Jack Fox? Who? I'm sorry.
Big Samoan dude. You can't go wrong there.
Yeah, Panay Sewell. Wait, someone said Jack Fox.
Not Fox.
Jack Fox.
Trey Flowers. And then you said Trey Flowers hand in the face.
Wait, but real talk, the Jack Fox one might not be a bad one because we know he can kick the shit out of something. So think about it. Think about it.
That's very good.
Lee McNeil.
Just saying. That's when you know it's time for us to shut it down.
I'm bringing Bashad Perryman because we know he can run away.
Oh wow! Wow!
Got some speed on that boy.
Hey, when I get my credentials and let me in at camp, you know I'm asking that silly ass question. Whoever I'm getting. If you're in a dark alley, which one of your teammates you taking in with you?
Hey, if you're in a dark alley, which one of the teammates you taking in with you?
The one with the flashlight.
you know what though? On some real stuff though, of all the players on the team, you know the one who probably would scare me the most will be Trey Flowers. Anybody who literally through a whole interview go, yeah,
he's really relaxed. I saw that too.
He too damn calm, man. The quiet
really
ones they make you wonder, bro.
You gotta watch the quiet ones, dude. Them quiet ones will mess you up. Them quiet dudes
Could be.
That dude said
because they don't ask questions. They just start hitting people.
I got
quiet because the game plan.
Or
Rob
Jeremy.
Ooh, yeah.
DeAndre
DeAndre Swift popping. That dude, whoa.
That dude is jacked,
Lied
dude.
about that. That dude is.
He said some
That
Trey
dude
Flowers
is.
hands
Whoa,
in the
look,
face,
he can play
boy.
right now.
Hands to the face, boy.
All right, fellas. I appreciate you joining, man. What we doing too? Are we doing something? Oh, I'm gonna be on your show tomorrow, Jim.
Yep. 11
All right,
a.m.
Listen, Jim, just put the link in the damn thing. I'm plotting on them. I'm telling you, I'm plotting on my job.
I will. I did last week.
I do. I tried to listen. I was thinking like, I'm gonna call off, right? Literally, I was gonna call off. Just like, I wanted, bro. So I had it all planned. I'm like, I'm gonna call off. Then I thought about, like, damn, I'm like my niece's birthday coming up, so I don't want to. I'm gonna need that time for that. I said, I'm gonna come down with a cough that day, right? And I didn't call off, and I was like, okay, I'm finna hop in. And sure enough, something happened. I was like, oh, you just hate me. Just hate me. The universe don't like me to rock with y'all. They don't. They think we too good, having too much fun.
There's too much energy there. We noticed that tonight, though.
I know. People, you doing final thoughts? Dan, Easy, you good?
Go ahead, Luke.
Listen,
I'll wrap that fortune cookie.
Oh my god!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
he said, "Unlock the fortune cookie." Okay, today. Thank y'all for joining us, man. I cannot believe he got me. Got people in here talking about Pootie Tang versus Easy fight of the year.
I just read that shit too,
bro. I'm not. Easy versus the Toxic Avenger. Like, what the hell is going on? Today's positive quote in honor of Easy comes from Bruce Lee.
I'm in the street, y'all. Fuck this.
Bruce Lee says that focus is the light. Oh, wait a minute. Did somebody close me out?
No, I was acting like I left.
No, Easy left. Easy, like, I got too much. This is too much for me.
All right, listen. Bruce Lee says focus is the open door to anything purposeful in life. Now, it's funny he say that because when you think about this thing of focus, it boils down to the same things as discipline. Now, I'm bringing this all up because this is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I want to make sure that I give opportunity to point those things out. There are some of y'all who just need to simply know that whatever it is that you are not focused on, it's okay. There's time to refocus. There's time to find somebody to help you refocus. Whatever that is, find a way to get back in focus. See, when things are in focus, they are clear. And when things are clear, then that means that you are able to see the directions in which you are going. It sets you up for something bigger, something great, something special, something that's out of the norm. I'm asking you to simply just understand that, be aware of your weaknesses, turn them into strengths, and get into focus. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining us. We had so much fun today. Hopefully we get back to do it again on Tuesday. And as always, don't be no chump. Please subscribe to Speak Easy Sports.